The following video shows three friends who are hanging out at a friend's house when suddenly an unsettling occurrence is caught on camera. What starts off as a simple get-together eventually turns into something straight out of a horror movie. The friend hosting the gathering is filming her friends, showing off her new camera when the following is caught on tape. This is what was captured.
Cámara. Hola.
¿Qué es, boludo?
Mi cámara.
Me gusta. ¡Hola! ¡Qué divina tu cámara!
¿Te gusta? Mía, boluda. A nadie me regaló. Me regaló mi mamá.
Ay, comiste toda hija de puta. Tenía hambre. Escuchá, trágate tu nombre, boludo. Hace mate. Dale, dale. Mirá.
Aguanta el
mirá,
pito.
no usa.
Ahí está.
Qué burro.
Ajá.
Dale. ¿Qué te compras si no se lo usa? Escuchá, ¿qué pasó con Gaby? Te cuento lo que pasó. Gaby tuvo un accidente.
¿Qué le pasó?
Chocó con la moto. Con la moto del papá.
No. ¿Con quién iba?
Con la moto del papá chocó. Vamos a jugar con la copa.
No.
No, dale, eso estamos. Y para eso vinimos más o menos. Dale.
No, qué crosa.
Ya vinimos visitados para eso. Dale, claro.
Boludo.
Estábamos jugando con ellos anoche. Dale. Y vamos a grabar con tu cámara. Dale, vamos. Pará.
Saca eso ahí.
Ay, pará.
Ahí no, tráele más allá. A ver.
Ay, estamos entonces.
Acá. Ahí.
Más frío, tu mate.
Ahí.
Está refrío. Más o menos.
Ahí.
Tengo un hambre.
Ahí se ve, ahí está.
¿Ahí está bien?
Feliz.
Para. Yo tengo más experiencia de esto. Pregunta, bueno. ¿En serio lo que está usando?
Sí, en
¿En
serio.
serio? Si hay alguien en esta casa. ¿Hay alguien en esta casa?
No jodan, ¿en serio se movió? No jodan, ¿en serio? ¿Viste? Vos sos boluda.
Ay, no. No, una joda. Ay, fue una joda. Basta.
¿Puedo hacer con esto?
Pero, boluda, disculpa. No.
Sí, vamos a ver.
Jodita, ay, pero para empezar, bien.
Pero si vos...
Bueno, pero una joda. Pará, boluda. Estoy mintiendo, no estoy jodiendo. Para clarizar. Eso se movió en serio.
Sí.
Hay que terminar. ¿Agarrar?
No, mira. No,
¡Ay, boluda!
boluda, dale, que tengo miedo, boluda.
Now, in case you missed it, towards the end of the video, moments before the lights go out, the wine glass can be seen moving on its own once more before one of them notices. It was at this point that they realized that they probably shouldn't have played with the makeshift Ouija board, as they were deeply disturbed. Not much else is known about the video since the original source is unknown. But like always, you be the judge as to whether or not the video is real. Is this actual paranormal evidence or not? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. The following video comes from a man named Jacob who lives in a house that he recently inherited from his grandmother. Jacob isn't too sure if he wants the house, as it's out of shape and requires a lot of fixing. But after the following night, it seems that he's made up his mind. It's late at night when Jacob wakes up to a noise inside his bedroom. This is what he caught.
I just heard knocking from the closet.
a knocking sound can be heard coming from his closet. However, nothing is inside when he checks, but then moments later after checking, loud banging can be heard from the other side of the room. Clearly, Jacob was spooked out of his mind. Yet something else happened that Jacob didn't realize until watching this video. At the start of the clip, the clown doll on top of the drawer can be seen staring at the bed, but then later, it is seen staring at the door. Ever since seeing this, Jacob has moved the doll downstairs to the living room. He states that it came alive that night and is glad that he caught evidence of it. Although pretty creepy, this video is still a mystery. But thanks to this incident, Jacob has made up his mind on whether or not he should keep the house. All in all, what happened that night has left him beyond terrified. Two friends are goofing off inside a house when they capture something pretty creepy on camera. One of the friends appears to be doing an online challenge, while the other records him doing it. However, what happens moments later leaves them both terrified. Watch.
Right, do it again because I'm filming this time. No, go on. Right, yeah. How many you got left?
There's only 2 left, so it's...
Right, well, yeah, just do 2 then.
yeah, this is, I'm gonna eat some Mentos and then drink, well, it's not Diet Cola, it's Pepsi Max, but there's only 2, so
It's fizzy, it should work. Working?
No.
You should go on, give it a bit. Give it a bit. What's it?
Good. No. What? What's up?
Dude.
What?
Dude.
What?
Look.
What?
Look. Look, let me out.
A rattling sound can be heard inside the other room before the door opens and things fall on their own. Not much else is known about the video, so it's hard to be sure if it's real or not. But regardless, the reaction appears to be genuine. Had they captured something paranormal or not? It was during a podcast that one of the hosts had shared some chilling photos that were submitted to him by a viewer. It goes without saying, but what was captured in one of these images has left many viewers disturbed. The person who submitted the photos states that the reason they took them was because they felt like they were being watched. They were lying in bed when all of a sudden they get the strangest feeling. For some reason, they can't help but feel that someone is outside their room, standing in the doorway and looking at them. No one else was inside the house except them. Feeling very spooked, they slowly take out their phone and begin to take various photos of the passageway outside the room. What they captured has left them shook. These are their photos. In the distance, there appears to be a face peeking at the person inside the room. It wasn't until zooming in on the photo that the person who took it saw the mysterious figure. Although pretty creepy, they're somewhat glad that they caught this, as it reassures them that they're not losing their mind and that there is in fact something very strange going on inside their house. Now it's worth mentioning that the person who submitted these photos states that he played with the Ouija board prior to this incident and believes it's the reason why strange things are happening. But what do you think? Did this person actually capture something paranormal? Or was something else captured? The following video comes from Simon Newcomb, who states that a friend of his daughter's was walking through a wooded area that is believed to be extremely haunted. Westminster Woods is a forest in England where many people have reported paranormal encounters. From small shadowy figures that lurk behind trees, to the infamous hellhounds that are said to come out at night, Westminster Woods has been a place of unusual activity. It is also said that pagan rituals have taken place here, some of which have included sacrifices. One evening, as a man and 2 children explore Westminster Woods, something very unsettling is caught on camera. This is what was captured. Be sure to look closely for this one, as it happens real fast.
Walking for like an hour now. It is pissing it down. These two are doing my head in. It's getting dark. It's really cold. I've no idea where the dog is. What?
Little did he know that a small shadowy figure was caught in the background. It stands in place for a couple of seconds before ducking down beneath a tree trunk. It recedes away as though it saw the camera and didn't want to be seen. It is almost similar to an animal's reaction when it spots a person nearby. Yet Simon doubts that it's an animal and instead believes that it might be a spirit that haunts this forest. Whoever or whatever this was is a mystery, but unfortunately, it seems we won't know for sure what this was until more info is given. As with most videos, this next one has little to no information, but with or without it, the video is still pretty spooky. It's late at night, somewhere in Chile, when a man captures footage of something that occurs right in front of him as he lays in bed. This is his video.
Sale conchetumare. Conchetumare.
It's 3 in the morning when all this happens. The door opens just a few inches before fully opening after being told to do so by the man. It happens almost immediately, as though whatever was behind this door was listening attentively. The man then goes inside, but finds no one in there. Naturally, he was shaken to his core upon realizing that something paranormal had occurred. The man believes this, as do most viewers of the video. But of course, you be the judge as to whether or not that's the case. Was the door opening on its own something paranormal? Or was it something else? On May 30th of 2016, a single car accident had occurred on a Brazilian highway known as BR-262. The driver of this vehicle lost control of his wheel, causing him to veer off the road and crash his car. Unfortunately, he did not survive this accident. Upon hearing about this, a TV news crew was sent out to report this incident. They arrived on the scene and began to report, but after filming the incident and showing it to audiences, people noticed that something very strange appeared in the footage. The following is the video that was taken.
Parente das vítimas que seguia em outro veículo viu pelo retrovisor o momento em que a caminhonete capotou. A suspeita é que a motorista tenha tentado desviar de um animal que cruzou a pista.
Num local onde há muito mato em volta da rodovia.
Upon zooming in, a face can be seen inside the car. It appears out of thin air and almost seems to be looking directly at the camera. Viewers believe that this may have been the ghost of the driver of this vehicle, while others think that this may have been something else entirely. But as always, I'll let you be the judge as to whether or not something supernatural was caught. What exactly was caught on camera? This last video comes from someone who works the night shift at a department store inside a mall. For some reason, almost every night, strange noises are heard inside the store. Although the person who works there isn't sure what exactly is going on, a video of theirs has left viewers wondering if the store might be dealing with something paranormal. It's close to midnight, the employee is all alone, and the following is caught on camera. This is what was captured.
What's going on, guys? Making a video. It's been a couple days since I made the last one. I'm feeling good. That was... Yo! Hello? What the f*** going on? Jesus Christ, it was behind me.
Out of nowhere, a small silhouette of what appears to be a child stands right behind the employee. Now, because the video ends abruptly, it's hard to be sure if what was caught is actual paranormal evidence. But whether paranormal or not, there's no doubting that the sudden appearance of the small figure is creepy alone. As always, what are your thoughts on this? Paranormal or not? In this next video, a security guard is working the night shift at an empty facility when something extremely creepy is caught on camera. The guard in this video is known as Tim Saver, and he's been working the night shift at a place that he believes is haunted. From strange noises that seemingly come out of nowhere, to the odd feeling that someone else is inside the building, Tim has plenty of reasons to explain why he films during his shift. Now, there have been plenty of unexplainable things caught on camera, but a particular video has left many viewers unsettled. In this video, Tim hears a noise coming from a space near the ceiling. He proceeds to check out the noise, but when he gets there, something is captured that Tim hadn't noticed until looking back at the footage. When he saw what was caught, he was left speechless. This is what he captured. After zooming in and brightening the footage, we can see what appears to be a hand grasping at an object inside the space. After a few seconds, it then disappears. Tim is sure that what he captured is something paranormal. However, some viewers believe that it might have been someone hiding inside the building. Nevertheless, the footage remains a mystery. But it seems that Tim will soon be posting more to explain this video. For now, the question remains, who or what was captured? More often than not, most videos on the paranormal have very little information or not enough context, but it's usually these that tend to be the creepiest. Therefore, this next video is no exception to this notion. The following footage takes place inside a mine somewhere in Chile. The people in this video appear to be workers for a mining company, and it seems that one of the workers is filming the inside of this mine. They pan the camera all around the space, when suddenly, something very unusual is caught in the footage. With that said, be sure to look closely, as you might miss it the first time. Take a look. There's a small crevice a few feet away, and just outside of it, there seems to be a small, shadowy figure resting against the wall. It is only seen momentarily before the camera pans away and then pans back to find nothing there. Now there's plenty of theories as to what this could have been, but the most popular one seems to be the belief that this might have been a creature known as a duende, an elf-like entity with sinister intentions. Yet, like most theories, it is not a fact, but simply a belief. So, whatever this was is currently unknown. But of course, you be the judge as to whether or not something paranormal was captured. What exactly was caught in this video? The following video comes from Ryan Godoy, who while using a public restroom, heard strange noises coming from the stall next to his. Curious as to who or what was making those noises, he takes out his phone to record the strange occurrence. He knew for a fact that nobody else was inside the restroom, so it didn't make sense that all of a sudden, somebody was in the stall next to his. He begins to record, and ends up capturing something pretty terrifying. Take a look. Without warning, the stall suddenly slams on its own. Naturally, Ryan runs away from the restroom, fearing that whatever had slammed the door is most likely capable of causing serious harm. Now, unfortunately, the video lacks enough info to determine if it's real or not, but regardless, the sudden movement of the door closing is definitely scary on its own. But as always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? There's a podcast on YouTube by the name of Twisted Chamber, whose hosts consist of two people, Natasha and Kat. A few years ago, they received a strange video from a friend of theirs, who still, to this day, has no idea as to what was captured in it. They were deeply unsettled by the footage, and are looking for answers to explain what was captured. The story goes that the friend was visiting her sick daughter at the hospital late at night, when out of nowhere, something downright creepy is caught in the background. They were sure that nobody else was around, as they were the only ones on this floor. Needless to say, the video is pretty creepy. This is what they caught.
Oh, hello. Very gorgeous.
It is only after a couple of seconds that we see a shadow-like figure zoom by. The speed at which they travel seems to be extremely fast, which makes it seem very uncanny. But, even more strange is that the figure doesn't appear to be running, but rather standing completely straight while moving at a speed beyond human capacity. The friend who caught this doubts that it was one of the nurses, or anyone else in general, as they are totally certain that she and her daughter had the floor to themselves. So then, if no one else had been on the floor, who or what was this? There has yet to be a clear answer to this question, but like with most videos, it seems that we won't know for sure until more evidence is given. It's late at night when two nurses at a children's hospital encounter something pretty spooky. They had just finished checking on their patients when one of them begins to act nervous. Seeming a bit scared, they walk out into the hallway and proceed to stare at something. The other nurse follows along to see what it is that they're seeing. What happens next inside this children's hospital is creepy to say the least. Watch.
¿Qué pasa?
No, salí de la pieza de las 4, no sé, incluso cuando salí tenía otra. Cuando vine para acá, se me empezó a pegar, boludo. Me pegué un cagazo y ahora lo veo.
Pues es la estática, boludo. Pero está
¿Qué
lejos.
estática? Está viniendo para acá.
Ay, la concha de la lora. La pibita de la camacita me dijo que le tocaron la pierna, que le apretaron la pierna. Ay, mierda, se viene para acá.
Pero si viene para acá, pelotuda. No. ¿Está prendido el aire algo?
¿Qué sé yo? Sí, creo que sí.
Tomátelo. Vamos para adentro,
me
boludo.
fui a la mierda, la
No, la
concha de
concha,
la lora. Ahí está. Que
Asomate,
pase
boludo.
largo, boludo.
¿Ves?
Ay, la concha de la lora. ¡Ay, la puta que te parió!
Down the hall, a small balloon can be seen making its way towards the nurses. It moves in a straight path before somehow making a turn inside the nurse's room. Not sure what else to think, the nurses believe that this might have been the spirit of a child as they work at a children's hospital. Both nurses even say that early on strange things were happening, from a patient who claims that something had touched their leg to the male nurse who says that the same balloon was following him around. They believe that something paranormal had occurred. But as with most videos, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera, or was it something else? There's a store in Mexico that is said to be haunted. In fact, it is thought to be so haunted that the store owner doesn't feel safe being inside. Now, some people don't believe the store owner. Customers believe that it's all in his head, as they haven't seen anything strange for themselves when shopping there. Because of this, the owner conducts an experiment to prove that he's not crazy. He pours a bag of flour over a certain section of the store where most activity occurs. He then leaves the camera overnight to record anything unusual, but what he captures has left him shook. This is what he caught. Midway through the footage, we can hear a mysterious clacking sound and then a sudden crash noise as though someone had run into a shelf. But, most unsettling of all, footprints appear in the flour. As you might expect, the store owner is spooked. Could this be the supposed entity that haunts the store? Or could it be something else? And by that, I mean, could this be genuine footage that wasn't tampered with? Or was it all a stunt that was pulled off using special effects? The store owner seems legitimately scared, but I'll let you decide for yourself. Rewatch the clip and see what you think. Somewhere in Japan, there's an abandoned building that is believed to be haunted. About a year ago, two friends had paid a visit to this building. They check out the place and agreed that there's something very unsettling about it. However, the reason for visiting this building isn't just to explore the place, but rather for something else.
まあしょうがないね、負けちゃったんだから。いやー、きついね、泊まりたくないね。寝床になりそう。こういうこと？じゃあお前これ。寝袋。まああとはお前ここへ一人で寝てもらえれば。じゃあまあそういうことで。マジで？俺はしゃべるから。頑張って。
As it turns out, one of the friends had lost the bet to the other, and so, for his punishment, the loser must spend the night inside this building all by himself. And just to make sure that he doesn't cheat or avoid this punishment, a camera is placed inside the room he sleeps in to record him at all times. As the bet loser spends the night inside the building, the following is caught on camera. Out of nowhere, this person's shoes begin to move on their own. It appears that something was messing around with them. As if that wasn't creepy enough, around the same time the man wakes up, a figure of some sort can be seen walking slowly against the wall before vanishing from sight. Viewers believe that something paranormal was caught. But of course, what do you think? Did something supernatural actually occur? Or is there a possible explanation for what happened that night?